Hey darling, you know what's absolutely ridiculous? You can walk into any restaurant, look at a menu for 30 seconds, point to something delicious, and boom, 20 minutes later it appears in front of you, exactly as ordered. No begging, no pleading, no wondering if you're worthy of that pasta. You just order it. And yet when it comes to money, abundance, or any form of wealth, we turn into nervous teenagers asking someone to prom. We stutter, we doubt, we apologize for wanting more. Well, darling, what if I told you that commanding wealth works exactly like ordering food? And what if the only reason you haven't been getting your financial feast is because you've been whispering your order to the universe like you're embarrassed to be hungry? Let me guess, you've tried everything. You've made vision boards that look like Pinterest threw up all over your wall. You've repeated affirmations until your neighbors thought you'd joined a very optimistic cult. You visualized so hard you practically gave yourself a headache. And yet your bank account still looks like it's on a perpetual diet. Sound familiar? Listen, I see you there, wondering if you're just not spiritual enough, not positive enough, not worthy enough. Honey, the problem isn't you, it's your ordering technique. Here's what's really happening, and this is going to sound almost too simple to be true. When you go to a restaurant, you never once question whether you deserve that burger. You don't spend 20 minutes explaining to the waiter why you need the fries, or apologizing for wanting extra cheese. You certainly don't order a salad and then spend the entire meal worrying that maybe you should have asked for the dressing on the side because what if you're not worthy of full-fat ranch? That would be insane, right? Yet that's exactly what most of us do with money. We place our order with the universe. Let's say we want $5,000 for that emergency fund, and then immediately start editing our request. Well, maybe just 3,000. Actually, 1,500 would be fine. You know what, never mind, I don't really need it. It's like ordering a steak and then following the waiter to the kitchen to explain that, actually, you'll just have whatever scraps are left over, and you're sorry for bothering everyone. The universe, bless its heart, is like the most accommodating waiter who ever lived. It says, "Of course, darling, scraps it is." Because here's the thing, the universe doesn't judge your order. It doesn't think you're greedy for wanting the premium package. It's not sitting there thinking, who does she think she is, ordering abundance. The universe is neutral. It's like cosmic room service. You call down, place your order clearly and confidently, and it gets delivered. The problem is we keep calling down and mumbling something about, maybe, possibly wanting something, but only if it's not too much trouble and everyone else has been fed first. Now, I know what you're thinking, but money is different. Food is a basic need. Oh, sweet soul, money is just energy. It flows like water, like breath, like that perfect breeze on a summer day. The only difference between ordering food and ordering wealth is the story you've been telling yourself about what you deserve and how hard it has to be. Let me share the framework that changes everything. I call it the menu method. Just like every good restaurant has a clear, organized menu, the universe has a clear system for taking and fulfilling orders. And just like you wouldn't walk into a fancy restaurant and order by saying, I guess I'll have some food, whatever you think I deserve. You can't approach wealth creation with that same wishy-washy energy. Here's how you place a proper order with the universe, step by delicious step. First, you get clear on exactly what you want. Not sort of, not maybe, not whatever the universe thinks is best for me. Specific. If you want $2,000 by the end of the month, you say $2,000 by the end of the month. If you want a new car, you get clear on the make, model, color, and how you want to feel driving it. The universe loves specificity, the same way a good waiter loves when you order clearly. It makes everyone's job easier. Second, you place your order with confidence. When you order food, you don't apologize to the waiter for wanting to eat. You don't explain your entire life story about why you deserve nutrition. You just say, I'll have the salmon, please. Same energy with wealth. I'll have the promotion, please. I'll have the successful business launch, please. I'll have the financial freedom, please. Say it like you mean it, because you do. Third, and this is where most people mess up their entire order, you trust the kitchen. When you order food, you don't keep going back to check on the chef. You don't sneak into the kitchen every 5 minutes asking, are you sure you're making my order? Did you forget about me? Maybe I should change it to something easier to make. You place your order, and then you relax. You chat with your dinner companion, you enjoy the ambiance, you trust that your food is being prepared. The universe's kitchen works the same way. Place your order, then let it cook. Fourth, you stay open to how it arrives. Sometimes you order the salmon and the chef sends out the most incredible preparation you never could have imagined. Sometimes your wealth shows up as an unexpected opportunity, a chance meeting, a brilliant idea that pops into your head in the shower. Don't get so attached to exactly how your abundance has to arrive that you miss it when it shows up wearing a different outfit than you expected. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make, what I call order anxiety. This is when you place your order and then immediately start panicking. Oh no, what if they don't have the ingredients? What if I can't afford it? What if I don't deserve the deluxe version? Imagine doing this at a restaurant. You order your meal and then spend the entire time convinced the kitchen has run out of food, the waiter forgot about you, and you're probably going to get food poisoning anyway. You'd ruin your entire dining experience. Yet this is exactly what we do with our wealth orders. Here's your antidote to order anxiety, what I call the happy customer energy. Think about how you feel when you're at your favorite restaurant, you've just placed your order, and you know something delicious is coming. You're relaxed, maybe a little excited, definitely confident that your meal is on its way. You might chat with friends, look around at the ambiance, maybe even start planning what dessert you want. That's the exact energy you want to maintain after placing your order with the universe. But what about when your order seems to be taking forever? Even at the best restaurants, sometimes your food takes longer than expected. Do you storm out? Do you cancel your order and go home hungry? Of course not. You might politely ask your waiter for an update, but mostly you just wait with patience and confidence, knowing that good things take time to prepare properly. Same with wealth. Sometimes your abundance is being prepared in ways you can't see, gathering ingredients you didn't even know you needed, creating something even better than what you originally ordered. Now, let's get practical, because knowledge without action is like reading a menu but never ordering anything. Here's your first immediate step. Right now, today, get crystal clear on one specific thing you want to call into your life. Not 10 things, not a vague sense of more money. One specific thing. Write it down like you're writing it on an order pad. One promotion with a 20% salary increase by December 1st. One new client worth $5,000 by next Friday. One brilliant business idea that excites me by this weekend. Next, I want you to practice your ordering voice. Yes, literally practice. Stand in front of a mirror if you have to, and say your order out loud with the same confidence you'd use to order your favorite meal. No mumbling, no apologizing, no adding if it's not too much trouble. Just clear, confident, expectant energy. Then, and this is crucial, you're going to act like someone whose order has already been placed and is currently being prepared. What does that look like? Well, when you've ordered food, you might clear space on the table, get your napkin ready, maybe even do a little happy dance because you know something good is coming. Do the equivalent with your wealth order. If you've ordered that promotion, start preparing for it. Update your resume. Clean out that bigger office space in your mind. Start shopping for the celebratory outfit. Act like someone whose good news is in the kitchen, being prepared right now. Here's something that might surprise you. The universe has a sense of humor and loves when you're playful with your orders. You know how sometimes you order something at a restaurant and the presentation is so beautiful it makes you laugh with delight? The universe loves to surprise you like that too. So don't be afraid to add a little joy to your ordering process. Maybe you light a candle when you place your order, or you do a little dance, or you wear your lucky socks. Make it fun, because abundance should feel good. And please, for the love of all that's abundant, stop changing your order every 5 minutes. You know that person at the restaurant who keeps changing their mind? Actually, can I get the chicken instead? Wait, no, make it the fish. But can you hold the sauce? Actually, can I see the menu again? Don't be that person with the universe. Place your order clearly, confidently, and then stick with it long enough for it to be prepared and delivered. Now, What about when your order arrives and it's not exactly what you expected? Sometimes at restaurants, your meal comes out and it's different than you imagined. Maybe the portion is bigger, or they've added a garnish you didn't expect, or it's plated in a way that surprises you. Do you send it back? Usually not, if it's still delicious. Same with abundance. Sometimes your wealth shows up in ways you didn't expect, but it's still exactly what you needed. Stay open, stay grateful, and trust that the universe knows how to cook. Here's your challenge for this week, and I want you to really commit to this because this is where the magic happens. Choose one small thing, and I mean small, like finding a $20 bill or getting a discount on something you were going to buy anyway, and practice the entire ordering process with that. Get specific, order with confidence, trust the process, and stay open to how it shows up. Think of this as your practice round, like ordering an appetizer before the main course. And here's the beautiful thing about this practice. Once you see how effortlessly the universe can deliver your small orders, you'll start to trust it with the bigger ones. It's like building a relationship with a new restaurant. You start with something simple, see that they do good work, and then you feel confident ordering the specialty of the house. Remember, darling, you were born to live abundantly. Not because you're special, though you absolutely are, but because abundance is the natural state of the universe. Look around you. Nature doesn't apologize for creating millions of flowers. The ocean doesn't feel guilty for being vast, and the stars don't dim themselves because they think they're too bright. You are part of this abundant universe, and you get to participate in its generosity. The restaurant of life is open 24/7, the menu is infinite, and you have unlimited credit. The only question is, what are you going to order today? Stop reading the menu longingly from outside the window. Come on in. Take a seat at the table that's been reserved for you since the day you were born, and place your order with the confidence of someone who knows they belong here. Your abundance is waiting in the kitchen right now. The universe is just waiting for you to order it with the same certainty you'd order your morning coffee. So what do you say? Are you ready to stop begging for scraps and start commanding your wealth, like the abundant being you were born to be? If this resonates with you, if you can feel that shift happening already, drop a comment below and tell me the one thing you're going to practice ordering this week. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, someone who's been whispering their orders to the universe, share this with them. The more people who understand how to properly place their orders, the more abundance there is to go around. Your feast is ready, sweetheart. All you have to do is claim it.